In today's video, we're going to be taking a look at the NBA MVP betting odds, and I'm going to be showing you how to place a bet on who you think will win the MVP, and you can potentially earn some money by doing so. So the top three candidates here on NBA.com are Giannis, Joel Embiid, and the Joker. So them three are in a very tight race. So what we'll do is we'll quickly go ahead and see what NBA.com has in order, and then we'll go ahead and head over to the sportsbook, where you'll be able to place a bet if you want, and we'll take a look at the odds. So with the latest rankings, with the NBA MVP ladder that NBA.com comes out with, right now they have Nikola Jokic, as of yesterday, number 1, and they have Giannis number 2, and then Embiid number 3. Now there are some other candidates, of course. There's who is there? There's Devin Booker, Luka Doncic, Ja Morant's been injured. He's one. DeMar DeRozan, but none of those guys are really in the race, I believe. I would give Luka like number 4, but out of these three, one of these guys is going to win it, and it's very, very tight. Let me know in the comment section who you think is going to win, and let's go ahead and take a look at the betting odds. So here I am on MyBookie. This is my favorite sportsbook, go-to sportsbook when it comes to betting on NBA games and betting on futures like this. So we're going to take a look at the odds over here. If you're interested in joining MyBookie, hit the link in the description. You're going to be able to earn the best bonus available and use code BettingMan when you join to get a free play. So once again, the link is in the description, and let's take a look at the odds. So as of today, April 5th, now these odds change every single day. We know Joel Embiid was in the lead for a while, right? A number of weeks. And it was back and forth between him and Jokic. And then Giannis came in. Couple impressive victories, right? He beat Joel Embiid in the head-to-head matchup. And then the Bucks beat the Nets, if you guys watched that game. And I believe Giannis had a 40-10 game in there. I forgot how many points he exactly had. I think it was around 44. I watched that game. He hit the three with about 30 seconds left. They went in overtime. They beat the Nets. They were down about 7 or 8 points with just a few minutes left in that game. So that really made a strong case for Giannis. But as of today, Jokic is the leading candidate for NBA MVP. He is the favorite. Now, if you're new to sports betting, let me show you guys an example. So if I wanted to bet on Jokic right now, he's a minus 440. So what does that exactly mean? That means that if I bet $100, I only win $22. So if you wanted to place this bet, you would enter the amount over here, and you would review it, click place bet, and your bet would be in. Now, I'm not placing my bet right now, but Jokic is the leading candidate as of today. So your payout's very low because he's a heavy favorite. That means it's very likely. Now, Embiid, that same 100, if you put it on Embiid, you're getting $173. So a lot more. That's because he's not as much of a favorite to win it as Jokic. Now with Giannis, it's a plus 420. So you're winning over 4 times your money with Giannis. If you bet 100, you're winning $420. Whatever amount you bet, right? If you bet 1,000, you win $4,200. 1,000, you win 4,200. You would click place bet, and your bet would be in. Now, I believe Giannis actually has a pretty good chance of winning. I think it's very, very tight. It could go either way, but I'm not really I don't think Joel Embiid's going to win. I really don't think so. I think it's between Jokic and Giannis. Just because as of late, ever since James Harden joined the Sixers, I don't think they've been as impressive as I thought they would be. And with that said, also, guys, the standings, right? That's another thing I want to talk about. So I'm going to quickly go over this to the standings. I don't think this should be even that much of a factor because the Bucks, they're 48-30. The Sixers are 48-30 with a few games left. And then the Nuggets are in 5th place. They're 47-32. So it's not even a big difference, right? What are we talking about? A game and a half right now? So 2 games in the loss column as far as difference. And Jokic doesn't have a second star. Like Embiid now has James Harden. And before he had Tobias Harris, who's like a borderline all-star. But then you can say, okay, Jokic has Aaron Gordon. But I would give the edge to Tobias Harris as a better player than Aaron Gordon, slightly. So, and he's had James Harden now for about 15 to 20 games or so, close to 20. I think it's maybe 16, 17 games. And then, of course, Giannis has Middleton and Holiday, who's an underrated player. Both of those guys are borderline all-star players as well. Obviously, Middleton's made the team the last couple of years, and we know Holiday's impressive. He's, if you watched Team USA play basketball, win the gold medal. That Holiday was one of the top few players on that team. So now if you think like one of these other guys has a chance, like Booker, right? Like there's idiots like Stephen A. Smith making a case for Devin Booker. That guy has. I don't want to get into it, but yeah, he was making it. He picked Devin Booker for NBA MVP. Check this out. It's a plus 6,800. That means you would make 68 times your money. This guy has no chance of winning NBA MVP. He's not going to win. He's averaging like 26, 5, and 5, okay? So 26, 5, and 5. They have the best record. Jokic, Embiid, and Giannis are averaging more points, rebounds, and I think assists as well besides Embiid. They're beating him on assists as well. So 26, 5, and 5 is not that impressive. He's a solid player. I don't even know if he's the most valuable player on his own team. It might be even Chris Paul. So I would not place this bet. I'm just wasting my money at this point. So betting $100 would get me $6,800, but I believe he has no chance. And it's going to be one of these top three guys for sure. I think there's a 99% chance it's one of these three guys. And right now, I'm stuck between Giannis and Nikola Jokic. Kind of want to go Giannis, but I'm not sure. Jokic has made a strong case. His numbers are pretty ridiculous. If you guys know, I think he's around 26, 14, and 8 or so, something like that. And then I think Giannis, as of right now, he's 30 points, 12 rebounds, and just under 6 assists. I think around 5.5 or so. And then Embiid's 31 points, not 31, or I think a little over 30 points, 13 rebounds, and 4.5 assists or so. So all guys' numbers look good, but Jokic definitely has some impressive numbers with the assists. So it comes down to these three guys. And once again, if you want to place a bet on this, all you have to do is join MyBookie. Hit the link in the description. And using MyBookie, you can bet on basketball games as well. But in this video, I just wanted to go ahead and take a look at the NBA MVP odds, since we only got about a week or so left of the regular season. So if the wager cutoff time is actually April 5th, 2022, which is at 7 p.m. Okay, so no, you'll still be able to bet on this, I believe. I think the odds are just going to change tomorrow. So as of today, these are the odds, but tomorrow's odds are going to look slightly different. So if any of these guys plays today, let's go ahead and take a look, actually. So based off of every game, the odds change, right? Because everyone makes a case. So we got Philly and Indiana going on right now. So if Joel Embiid has a strong performance, let's see, he drops like a 50-point game, the odds are going to change. We got Milwaukee and Chicago. Milwaukee's playing Chicago, who's a high seed as well. So this game is really going to count for Giannis over here. And I don't think Denver's playing today, so I don't think so. Yeah, I think Denver doesn't play till tomorrow. Yeah, Denver and San Antonio tomorrow. So if I go to the standings, that Chicago and Milwaukee game might be kind of big. I believe Chicago's the 5th seed over here, 45-33. Yeah, so watch out for Joel Embiid's performance and Giannis's performance today. I think these last few games are going to really decide the MVP because it's so close. If Nikola Jokic kind of falls off and the Nuggets lose a couple games and they end up at like the 7th seed, for example, I think it's over for Jokic. I believe he has to get the 5th seed over here. I don't think they're going to catch Dallas over here because Dallas would have to lose the next couple, and then I don't think that's going to happen. So if Jokic could finish strong these last 3 games, and let's say they win all 3, I think he gets the MVP. So these last few games are going to really count. And once again, guys, these odds are going to change on a daily basis. These are the odds for today, but they're going to be pretty close to what they are right now. But just watch out for the daily games and the performances. Let me know in the comment section who you got, who you placing your bet on for NBA MVP for the 2022 regular season.